Hi friends, welcome back to Your Journey Yoga. Today we have a root to rise yoga flow. So we're going to be focusing on building things from the ground up. And this kind of awareness, this kind of practice is going to be really helpful for other kinds of yoga flows that you do. When we are working from the ground up, it gives us a solid foundation to work with, to move with. So when you feel ready, we are going to begin in a seat today. Take your time. If you would like to sit up on a block, you're absolutely welcome to. Sometimes for a good foundation, we need a little support. Wink, wink. So take a moment to come into Sukhasana, either with a block or without. Soften your gaze or close your eyes, and let's take a refreshing inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Relax the muscles of your face. Allow your thighs to be heavy and bring your awareness to your sit bones. Feeling them connected to the earth, your mat. And then noticing the other points of connection that you have between the physical body and the earth, or your support of choice underneath you. And just take a moment to anchor in to the earth, both physically, mentally, and energetically. Just noticing what it feels like to be connected here. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. On your next inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Fingertips lengthen. Maybe you give them a little bit of a wiggle. And stay rooted down through your sit bones. Nice long spine. Inhale in here. Exhale, bring the left hand to the earth. Reach your right fingertips to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Left arm reaches over. Inhale, create some length. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale in. Exhale, come to a tabletop. So if you practice with me regularly, you know that I love to offer cues for foundation and tabletop. We do this pose all the time, so see if you can find something new here. Maybe in the width that you have your fingers spread. Maybe you can lift up and out of the hands and wrists just a little bit by getting strong through the back body and the belly. Pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, or you can have your toes curled under here, whatever feels best for you. And see if you can maintain this foundation as you start to move through some cat-cows. And just move with your breath. Find a pace that feels good for you. Noticing what it feels like to start waking up the spine. Let's do one more round of cat-cow. And then we'll meet in a neutral tabletop. We're going to extend the left toes out long behind, finding just a little bit of pulsing back and forth here, stretching through the calf. Nice. And then we'll lift those toes off the earth. Lengthen out through the sole of the foot. Draw the crown of the head forward. See if you can stay light in your hands here as you lift up a little bit in your core. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, step that left foot up to a low lunge. You might walk your right knee back just a tad. With the fingertips on the earth, just check in with the angle of your front knee. Knee is over that ankle. Pressing into either the top of that back foot or tucking your toes. Lengthen through your spine. Crown of the head draws forward. And then press into your front foot. Little bit of core engagement here as you start to rise up, modified crescent. Nice. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. And we're just going to find some subtle movement here. So stay strong in your legs, but just start to press out of the stretch and then go a little bit deeper. Come out of it and go a little deeper. One more time. Beautiful. Bring those fingertips back to frame your front foot. Bring that left knee back to tabletop. We'll extend the right toes out long behind. Pulse a little bit forward and back. Check back in with your tabletop foundation here. Nice. And then lift those toes off of the earth. Lengthen out through the sole of the foot, all the way out through the crown of the head. Lighten the hands and wrists. Belly is engaged just slightly here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, step that right foot up, low lunge. Maybe you bring that left knee back just a tad. Right knee over your right ankle. Lengthen through your spine. And from this foundation, engage the core just a little bit as you start to rise up. Modified crescent. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. And just find those little pulses in and out of this hip flexor stretch. Lift up. Go deeper. Lift up. Go deeper. One more time. Nice, beautiful job. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fingertips down to the mat. Bring your right knee back to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck the toes. And lift the hips high and back, downward facing dog. You might find a little bit of movement here, opening up through the backs of the legs and the soles of the feet. And just continue this movement as you start to walk the feet up towards your hands. So keep it fluid, keep it gentle. Take as many steps as you'd like. And then we'll meet in forward fold. Now, in your forward fold, I want you to root down firmly through your feet. Relax the crown of your head. Maybe take a slight bend in your knees. And as you press into your feet, keep your arms relaxed as you slowly begin to roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And we'll meet in Tadasana. Hands down at your sides. Now, I'll invite you to maybe soften your gaze or close your eyes here. And notice if that makes you feel unbalanced. And if it does, you might find a bit of a wider stance. So you can bring the feet hips distance or even a little bit wider than that. And then soften your eyes or close your gaze. Notice if you feel a little bit more grounded. And then I want you to lift up all 10 of your toes. And starting with the pinky toe on each foot, start to lower each toe down to your mat. And find all 4 corners of both of your feet. And then want you to imagine, and maybe physically, lift up a little bit through the arches of your feet. Pada Bandha or foot lock. Stay with your awareness in the feet here for just a moment. And then maybe you decide you want to take a little bit more of a bend in the knees. I hyperextend my knees naturally, so it's helpful for me to bend them a little. Move your awareness up to your hips. Draw your tailbone down towards the earth. And then from the tip of your tailbone, lengthen up through the spine, up through the crown of the head. Maybe you lift your gaze, open your heart. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And then maybe you engage your quads a little bit here. So we've got like a full body engagement in a way here as we stand consciously rooting down so that we can rise. So take an inhale here. Exhale to ground. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, take a little bend to the left. Root down through that right foot, reaching your fingertips over to the side. And then return back to center and take it to the right, rooting down through your left foot as you bend to the side. Come back to center, take an inhale to lengthen, and exhale, forward fold, nice and slow. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Keep your back knee lifted this time. You might widen the stance a little forward and back, or even keep it in a little closer together. Left knee's over that left ankle again here. Lift up through that back knee. Crown of the head draws forward. Get light on your hands and fingertips here. Maybe you even hover the fingertips over the mat. Nice. Now, keep those legs nice and strong. Engage your core and press into your foundation as you rise to crescent. Check in with yourself here. Can you get a little bit more balance? Do you need to widen the stance? Do you need to lift up a little bit? Good. Take an inhale in. Exhale, open to your warrior two. Same thing here, keep that left knee over the left ankle. Now you're pressing into the edge of your back foot. Get your hips in line with each other here. And then with the arms, maybe you flip the palms to face up, opening through the shoulders, and then level them out. Good. Inhale, high warrior, straighten your front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, send that left hand back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your low lunge. Press off your back foot, front back foot meets the front. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And step your left foot back, keeping that back knee lifted. Find a good stance in your feet so you're not on a tightrope here. Right knee over that right ankle. Lift up through your back knee. Draw the crown of the head forward. Engage your core a little bit and get light on the fingertips. Maybe you hover. Nice. Press into your foundation. Use your strength to rise up. Crescent lunge. Check in here. Make any adjustments so that you feel balanced and strong. Nice. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Same thing, check in with the angle of your front knee. Press firmly into your back foot. Hips are in line with each other. Maybe you flip the palms up, open through the shoulders, and then level them out. Good. Inhale, high warrior, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down to your low lunge. Step your back foot up to meet the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Rooting through the feet. Slowly roll up through the spine. Arms reach high. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, float it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time plant your palms, step back to your plank, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Maybe you find a little bit of movement here. Nice. And then settle into stillness in your down dog. Inhale to bend the knees, look to the top. Exhale, step it up. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root to rise. Inhale, slowly roll up, arms reach high. Exhale, float it back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step that right foot back. Check in with your foundation. Get strong in your legs. Remember those cues, nice long spine, strong core. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Find your alignment. Make sure it feels good. Nice. Inhale, high warrior. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel to low lunge. Step up to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root to rise. Reach your arms up. And fold back down. Halfway lift. Step your left foot back. Find that foundation from the ground up. Take your time as you rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Warrior two. Find your alignment. Nice. Inhale, high warrior. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel down, low lunge. Step to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart, Samasthiti. Take an inhale here. Exhale out. Now we're going to play with tree pose. So we're going to return to that foot lock, our Padabandha. So we're going to start whatever leg you want to start with. I'm going to start with my left, so I'm going to root down through my right foot. And I'm going to peel my left foot off of the earth, bring it to a 90-degree angle. Now remember that foot lock here. Find all four corners of that standing foot. Lift up through the arch. Nice. Maybe a slight bend in that standing knee. And then you decide if you want to bring your foot to the ankle or the calf or the upper thigh. Just make sure not to press into your knee. Staying rooted in your standing leg. Open that bent knee to the side. Lift up from your lower belly, the pelvic area, all the way up. Draw your core in. Lengthen up through the crown. Maybe you reach your arms up high. Nice. Good. Maybe you move your arms around. Or maybe you're still with hands at heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. You can wiggle out the legs a little bit, shake the arms. And we'll take it to the other side. So root down through that opposite foot. Peel the other foot off of the earth, bringing it to a 90-degree angle. find that Pada Bandha, lifting up through the arch, pressing into all four corners of your standing foot. And then decide where you want your tree to be, down at the calf or the ankle or the upper thigh. Open that bent knee to the side. Draw your core up towards your navel here, nice and strong there. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Draw the standing hip up towards that center line as well. And then maybe you reach the arms up and overhead. Nice. And you can move the hands and the arms around if you want, or you could be a still tree. Slow the breath. Nice. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring that foot back down. You can shake out the legs. Good work. And let's bring the feet together, hands together at heart center. Inhale in. Exhale, bow head to heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was an honor to guide you all virtually. I'll see you next time. Namaste.